but is always the same direction.
East,
toward the city that needs
what the North has,
and has what the North needs. The Varangian Road is the river,
and the portage
between the rivers and the river again, all the way east to where the rivers stop being rivers and become something else. The Varangian Road runs east, the Varangian Road, through rivers and portages. The Varangian Road, past the peoples who watch from the banks.
the Varangian Road
Carries what the North has.
the Varangian Road
Returns with what it needs.
the Varangian Road
Is the North's reach extended east, past the sea, past the forest,
past the steppe to the city,
that the Northmen name Miklagarda, the great city.
the Varangian Road
Goes there,
the Varangian Road.
I have ridden above the Varangian Road, above the rivers that carry the Northmen
East,
and what I have seen from above is the extraordinary length of the ambition of the ones who look at a river flowing east and think, if I follow this far enough, something larger than the river will eventually be at the end, and I will be the one who got there by following the river far enough to find out. The river begins, the portage crosses, the river resumes, the city appears as the end of east. The Varangian Road was made by the ones who followed rivers, past the point where following rivers made obvious sense into the territory, where following rivers made eventual sense at the end of the following the city. The Varangian Road, the Varangian Road, the Varangian Road,
oh, the Varangian Road
still runs east in the memory of the rivers that carried them. The rivers do not remember the ones who traveled on them. The travelers remember the rivers. We rode 3 days into weather that had no right being as bad as it was in that season. We arrived
at the place we had rode toward,
and found only walls that someone had already emptied before we arrived.
we loaded nothing,
We rode home with the same hull weight,
we left with
and the only thing heavier on the return
was what? The going out
and coming back.
empty,
Places in a person
that the full return
cannot place in the same way. The rain that found nothing found something else.
the rain that found nothing,
Found a sea in bad weather.
the rain that found nothing,
Found the limits of what 3 days of rowing into a headwind.
actually cost, the rain that found
were angry about the empty walls.
The experienced ones
Were not angry,
The experienced ones
had learned that the sea does not owe a return on any voyage.
The sea owes nothing,
The hull owes nothing,
the oar owes nothing,
the voyage is its own accounting,
and the accounting
sometimes comes out,
empty.
and the empty accounting is also
A voyage
the experienced ones,
knew this,
the young ones,
were angry.
and would know it
Next time,
all the time after.
the walls were empty. We rode home.
The hull was
We rode
alive,
home. The weather was against us. We rode home.
empty and
We
alive.
rode home. The ray that found nothing.
Found the most important thing available on a voyage.
That finds nothing.
It found the ones who rode home without finding what they rode out for,
And arrived intact.
and ready to row again. Ray that found nothing is behind us. The hull
Received us.
without the goal.
Received us. The goal.
Can wait for the next time. The body is the shorter thing between the two. The body goes into the ground or into the fire or into the sea or into whatever the body's people believed was the right destination.
For the body.
When the body was finished being the body,
The name.
goes further, the name goes as far as the last mouth that speaks it correctly, and then
Goes further still.
in the memory of what the speaking left in the air when
It was spoken.
The name that outlasts is the one spoken correctly by the skald who understood what the speaking was preserving. The name that outlasts is not the famous name.
Necessarily.
The name that outlasts is the truly spoken name.
The one who puts
Into the right words by the one who knew what the words were for. The name that outlasts the body by the exact amount of time the speaking can carry it in the mouths of the ones who heard it correctly. The name that outlasts.
I have carried names into the hall that were already in the mouths of the skalds. Before I arrived to carry them, the skald and I were both carrying
The same name,
at the same moment
the skull downward into the hearing,
of the living.
the upward into the keeping of the hall.
The name,
When both ways simultaneously
the truly worthy name.
always goes
Both ways.
the skald carries down,
The name outlasts.
the rider carries up,
The name
available and use them. The name that outlasts is still traveling in both directions, still in the mouth of the last one who speaks it correctly, still in the hall that received it when I carried it. The name is still going both ways. Gives back what it decides to give back. On the schedule it decides.
The sea
does not give back what it keeps, and the sea does not explain the difference between what it keeps and what it gives back. The difference is not explained by worthiness or prayer, or the quality of the hull that carried what the sea kept or returned. The difference is the sea deciding, and the deciding is not open to argument. What the sea gives back arrives on whatever shore the tide decides. What the sea gives back does not choose its arriving shore. What the sea gives back is the sea's reminder that the sea had it first and returns it on the sea's terms to the shore that receives what the sea has finished keeping. What the sea gives back we receive with the specific reverence of people who know that the sea could have kept it and chose for reasons only the sea understands. To give it back what the sea gives back.
The shorelines where the sea was giving back what it had kept for varying lengths of time, and I can tell you the ones who receive
what the sea gives back
receive it with the full knowledge that the sea made a decision they had no part in, and their part is only the receiving of what the decision produced on the shore that the tide chose for the giving back.
Before the first hull crossed it, the sea will be making these decisions. After the last hull has crossed it, what the sea gives back is the sea's gift, given on the sea's terms to the shore that the sea selected.
What the sea gives back
is on the shore where the tide left it. The sea kept what it kept, the shore received what it received. The sea makes no further comment on the matter. He knew what the binding required. He knew before he put his hand into the mouth of the wolf that was going to keep it when the binding held. He knew because the binding had to hold, and the binding would only hold if the wolf believed it could be broken, and the wolf would only test it if someone he trusted was also in the arrangement. He put his hand in. He knew. He put it in anyway, because the binding was necessary, and the hand was the price of the binding being believed. His hand is the price of what the hand was put in to make possible. His hand is the understanding that some prices are paid not because they are small, but because they are the exact price of the exact thing that needs to be made possible by the paying. His hand is the law made physical in the body of the one who upheld it at the cost of the body. His hand is the sacrifice that is not lost because what it purchased is worth more than what it cost. His hand. I have written above moments that were Ter's hand, without the name, moments when someone put their hand into the thing that would keep it, because the keeping was the price of what the hand was purchasing by being kept. And I have chosen those names with the specific attention to the names that understood what the cost was before they paid it, and paid it anyway. The wolf holds, the binding holds, the law holds, the hand is gone, the law holds because of it. His hand is the proof that the worthy sacrifice is not the one that costs nothing. The worthy sacrifice is the one that costs exactly what it costs to purchase exactly what needs to be purchased, no more, no less. Ter's hand. His hand is in the wolf, the binding is on the wolf, the law is holding because of both. Ter's hand was the exact price of exactly what it bought. I see it before they see me, the shape of the hull that is the right shape
Against the gray water,
the sail that is the right color.
against the gray sky,
I see it from the shore where I have been. For the months the hull has been on the water that separated us. I see it before the ones on the hull can see the shore I am standing on, waiting to be seen.
returning ship.
Sees the smoke first,
The returning ship.
smells the shore before it sees it.
The returning ship.
Already knows the shore is there before the shore is visible.
The returning ship.
Is coming home to the shore that lit the fire, whose smoke
The returning ship.
followed all the way from the water, where home was only a direction to steer in. The returning ship is coming home.
The returning ship. The smoke from the fire she lit for me appears before the shore itself is visible. I steer toward the smoke because the smoke is her telling me where the shore is that she is standing on, waiting for the smoke to bring me to the shore where she lit the fire that made the smoke that I follow home. The navigator's wife lit the fire a day earlier. Follow the smoke. I am almost home.
The smoke says home.
The shore appears.
The hull arrives.
The shore receives it.
The fire was worth lighting.
The fire and the smoke and the returning ship and the shore and the one who lit the fire
And the one who followed the smoke.
These are not
Five separate things.
These are one thing
These are one thing.
seen from five angles.
The homecoming is one thing made of all of them together.
The returning ship.
Has reached the
The
shore.
smoke.
Has done its work.
The fire.
Was worth lighting. The smoke was worth following. The shore was worth
Coming back to.
We did not build for ourselves, we built for the winter that would come after us, and the family that would need what the winter requires to be survived in the way that the family needed to survive it. We built for the ones who would stand in the doorway of what we built and feel the warmth behind them and the cold in front of them, and understand without being told what the building was for.
What we built.
Is the answer to every winter that comes after.
What we built.
Is the proof that we understood what winter was before winter arrived to test the understanding. What we built is the gift from the ones who built it to the ones who live in it. Long after the builders are in the hall, what we built is still here, still holding what we built it to hold, still answering the question the North asks every November. What we built is still the answer. What we built. What we built.
The longhouse is not the only thing we built.
We built the law that held us.
We built the thing where the law was spoken.
We built the oath that the law required.
We built the ship that carried the oath
To the place it needed to be sworn. We built everything that's needed to be built for the North to be what the North became by the building of all of it together.
The longhouse stand.
What we built.
The law hold.
What we built.
The ship crosses.
What we built,
The fire burns.
what we built,
Everything the North needed to be what the North is.
we built with the hands that understood.
What needed building,
And the knowledge of how to build it, and the willingness to do the building in the weather that surrounded the building of all of it. What we built is still here. What we built, what we built. What we built is still standing in the places where the building was done correctly by the ones who understood what they were building and why. What we built still answers the question the North is still asking.
at this table, the jarl
And the man who holds the oar eat from the same preparation. At this table, the skald and the smith drink from the same mead.
at this table,
The warrior and the farmer who fed the warrior through the winter sit at the same bench length from the fire. This is not philosophy, this is the feast of equals, which is the recognition that what each brings to the table is exactly what the table needed at the moment.
each brought it.
The feast of equals is not equal portions.
The feast of equals
Is equal recognition of what each one
brings to the table.
that without them
The table
would not have.
The feast of equals
Is the North's understanding that the warrior cannot eat what the farmer did not grow, and the farmer cannot harvest what the warrior did not protect, and the skald cannot sing what neither of them did not do. The feast of equals is the recognition of the whole that all of them are parts of the feast of equals. The feast of equals. I have watched the feast from above the halls where the feasting was held. And what I have seen from above is that the halls where everyone knew what they brought to the table and honored what everyone else brought produced the most worthy names I have ever had the honor of carrying, because the ones who understood the feast of equals understood something about worth that the ones who did not could not.
The jarl brings a feast of equals.
The farmer brings,
A feast of
the
equals.
skald brings,
A feast of
the
equals.
smith brings,
A feast
to the table that feeds them all. No one told me what the open water does to a person the first time. The shore disappears behind them, and there is nothing in any direction but water, and the hull between the water and the person standing on it. No one told me that the disappearing shore does something to the size of what you thought you were when you were still on it. The first voyage removes the shore before it gives the horizon. The first voyage makes you small before it makes you large. The first voyage is the end of the person who had not yet seen the open water. The first voyage is the beginning of the person who has. The first voyage does not ask if you are ready. The first voyage simply opens in front of you and waits for you to row into it. The first voyage. I have watched the first voyages from above, and what I have seen is this: the ones who survive the first voyage intact are not the ones who were unafraid. They are the ones who were afraid and rowed anyway, because the oar does not care about the fear. The oar only cares about the pulling, and the pulling does not require the absence of fear. The pulling only requires the presence of the hand on the oar. The shore goes, the oar pulls, the horizon arrives. The oar pulls, the fear is real. The oar pulls, the person grows. Because the oar pulls. The first voyage is made by the pulling, not by the readiness for the pulling. The hand on the oar is the first voyage. The first voyage. The first voyage. The first voyage is behind them now. The shore they left from looks different from the water than it looked from itself. The first voyage changed the shore by changing the one who left it. did not choose the debt was given to me, along with the name, the blood, the kin debt is older than the individual who carries it. The kin debt predates the birth of the one who was born into it, and the carrying of what preceded the birth is the honor of the family that carried it before and placed it in the hands of the one who carries it now.
Kin debt
Is not a burden,
Kin debt
is the shape of belonging to something larger than yourself.
Kin debt
Is what you owe to the ones who owed it before you and paid it, so you could be the one who carries it forward. Kin debt is the chain that connects the living to the dead, who made the living possible.
Kin debt
Is the weight that proves you are not alone in the thread
you are living. Kin debt
I have written above the ones who paid the kin debt at the highest cost, the ones who stood on the field, not for glory, not for gold, but because the family required standing, and standing was the kin debt coming due in the specific currency of this specific moment that required it. And I have chosen those names with the specific care of someone who knows what the standing cost, the one who stood. The debt is old,
Kin debt
the paying isn't new,
Kin debt
the family required,
Kin debt
the one delivered.
Kin debt
Every generation inherits
the debt of the generation before it, and pays it in the currency of its own worthy moments, and passes what remains to the generation that follows. The kin debt is the continuity of the worthy through the ones who carry it forward. Kin debt
Still being paid by the ones who inherited it from the ones who paid it
before them.
the chain is unbroken, the pain continues. The North tried to take us every winter. The sea tried to take us every crossing. The enemy tried to take us every field.
We are still here.
We are still here.
We are still here.
We are still here. Every age has something that tries to be the thing that ends what the North has been building since the first person looked at the North and said, I will make something here that will be here after I am not.
Every age
Has something that tries to end the making, and every age has been wrong about being the thing that ends it.
we are still here.
Making what the North makes of the ones who choose to make things in the North. We are still here.
We are still here.
not make us. In spite of what it asked of us, the North made us because of what it asked of us. The asking was the making, the cold was the making, the dark was the making, the long winter, the open water, the empty walls on the raid that found nothing. The exiles rode the Kindet, the oath ring, the sacred grove. All of it was the making, and the making made